This is a video on how to host a Minecraft server for you and your friends if you have a Spectrum router, because Spectrum made it different than most other routers and it's more difficult. So, step 1 is to go to this link. I have it in the description, and you're just going to want to click this download link, and that will download. It's going to be in your downloads folder, so just go to your downloads and drag the server.jar file onto your desktop. Once you have this here, you're going to want to make a folder and just call it server and put the .jar file inside of it. Now you may or may not have this little jar icon. It looks like a cup of coffee. If you don't have it, then you're going to need to download the Java development kit. That's also in the description. Make sure you have it to set to whatever operating system you have, and download the x64 installer. It's a really straightforward download process, and then once you're done you can get back to this video. Once you have this icon showing up, you can double click it, and that is going to generate a bunch of files for you. The first file that we're going to want to configure is this eula.txt. Open it with Notepad and change the eula to true. And this is going to agree to the server hosting eula, which will allow you to run this file. But before you do that, we're going to want to go into our command prompt and type in ipconfig, and that's going to give you a bunch of information about your Wi-Fi and your IP addresses. Keep this open. What you're going to want to do is open the server.properties file. By default, it won't tell you to open it with Notepad, so you're going to want to right click it and open it with Notepad. And just look for server IP, and it should just say equals, but there's nothing after that. That's where you need to type in your IPv4 address, which is right here. So just type that in and save it and close out of Notepad. The next thing that you want to do is take this default gateway that's also in that IP config. You're going to want to take that, go to Google just like you would, and type it in. And it's going to say your connection is not private. Don't worry about that. It's literally your router. So just hit advanced and hit proceed, and that's going to take you to this. This is where it gets annoying. Spectrum, most routers would give you a web interface to do all of this, but Spectrum makes you do it in their app. Keep this tab open though, as it does have some useful information that we're going to need towards the end of this video. You're going to want to go into the Spectrum app, go to Services and Equipment, click on the Router option, then scroll down, click on Advanced Settings, then click on Port Forwarding and IP Reservations. Then you're going to want to find your desktop. To find what your computer is named, all you have to do is go to the Control Panel, go to System and Security, go to System, and then it will open a settings window, and then right at the top here it'll show your name. So mine is named Desktop AC08JUO, and you're going to want to look for that when you look for your device in the list of devices connected to your router on the Spectrum app. Hit reserve IP address. It's kind of cut off because the app is bad. Once that loads, you're going to want to hit add a port assignment, and for the assignment name you can just name it whatever. I named it Minecraft server, and the external port and internal port are 25565, and protocol is TCP plus UDP. Hit save, hit OK. One of the final steps to setting this up is to go into your Windows Defender Firewall, click on Allow an app or feature through the Windows Defender Firewall, hit Change Settings, and scroll until you find the Java libraries, tick all of them, and then once you do that, scroll down a little bit more to Minecraft and tick the Minecraft launcher. That you can ignore this. This is my Bedrock game. Tick this, and then hit OK. Now the final step is to join your server. So what you want to do is go to your server folder and double click on server.jar. So mine finished. It might kind of lag your system a bit. Just wait for it to finish. Should open a GUI like this, and it should generate a few more files in that server folder. The final thing to do is to join your server. So go open Minecraft. Make sure you open the Minecraft launcher rather than Bedrock. And once it is open, you have to select the version of the server.jar you downloaded. So for me, it was 1.18.2. So make sure that's selected and hit play. And once you get into Minecraft to join your server, you want to hit multiplayer, hit add server, and in the server name you can put whatever you want. But I'm just going to put my server. And for the server address, there's going to be two different things. One, you need a different IP than what your friends will need to join. So you will connect through a different thing than what your friends will use. So first off, you're going to want to go back to CMD and go back to IP config. And you'll want to, for you personally, you're going to connect through your IPv4 address. So just type in that. And then we're going to want to go back to the Spectrum page that we had earlier. And your friends, you're going to want to give them the IPv4 address listed here. They're going to connect through that. So, but for you, you're going to connect through the IPv4 and the IP config, and they'll connect through the one that pops up on the Spectrum page right here. So let's hit done and hit join. And now you are in your Minecraft server and your friends can join. Spectrum makes it kind of a headache to figure out all the port forwarding stuff, and it gets even worse for games that require multiple ports. I might make tutorials on some other games on how to host servers there, just to help you out, because Spectrum is horrible.